The University of South Africa has apologised to its graduates and guests who were inconvenienced by the disruption of the graduation ceremony by protesting members of Union Nehawu yesterday. The university says it will make alternative arrangements for the graduates. Nehawu has accused university management of reneging on salary adjustment agreement that management and workers entered into in September last year. The university says management is in conversation with Nehawu about the issues in dispute, as well as the rules of engagement when employees exercise their right to protest. Meanwhile, the university support staff has warned of further disruptions to academic activities if management does not honour an agreement to pay workers adjusted salaries. For more on this, my colleague reporter Patricia Visagie is standing by. Very good afternoon to you, Patricia. Give us the latest.
Well, a very unfortunate situation here at Unisa, in particular for the students who were looking forward to honour their graduation day. Of course, yesterday, those who could graduate, their graduation ceremonies were disrupted by the striking workers affiliated to Nehawu. And the ceremonies that were supposed to take place last night and, of course, throughout the day today, those ones are completely postponed, leaving some students to resort to desperate measures. You can see we are actually standing outside Unisa main campus gate here, but you can see there's a mini studio that is set up right outside the gate. Of course, this to accommodate some of these students who still want to honor their graduation day. Here you see young men who have, of course, taken advantage of the opportunity, a business opportunity. And they have been, of course, trying to help some of these students take pictures of their graduation day. So some of them have left who are willing to speak to us, but we will speak to the photographers who are left here. They've been dealing with a lot of students who have been coming here to take pictures in the street, which is, very unfortunate. This is not how things are supposed to be happening, in particular if you take into consideration that Unisa is, one of the biggest long-distance institutions in South Africa. Let's speak to one of the photographers. Yes, just tell us, you guys have been dealing with a lot of students unhappy who have come since early this morning to take pictures in the middle of the street. Share with us some of their feelings. Obviously, they told you how they're feeling and so forth. You can relax.
My sister, this situation is so painful. Just because some of the students are crying. They were looking forward to take the moments, to take the pictures for memories, just because some of them is their big days. So as professional photographers, we are also disappointed. We are also crying with them. But we are hoping as soon as possible there will be solutions from the institutions so that the graduation may commence.
But of course, good on you. You didn't let everything just collapse. You tried to make a plan for the students, bringing the studio to the street and still allowing them to take their photo. Tell me, how has it been for you? Has it been easy? Obviously, this is not the normal setup that you're used to. Are there challenges to be here in the street? I mean, we're literally on an uneven surface, on grass. It must be challenging for you as well as a photographer.
Yes, my sister, I hear you very well. So as professional photographers, sometimes it's not about money. It's about assisting the community so that they can share memories with their families and everything. So the challenge that we have faced is just that as businessmen, at the very same time there are disadvantages of which the business is running very low.
And how challenging is it for you?
In a way, I could say the fact that we're here outside, I mean, that alone speaks for itself, because we were supposed to be indoors, shooting the pictures for people who are actually coming from outside of Gauteng and Pretoria, because we had some from Limpopo, we had some from Northwest, we had some from Durban, even this morning, and they came here thinking maybe they would be getting at least a letter stating every fact and all the excuses and also and everything that was supposed to be entailed in the email so that they can go back to work with a certificate stating that, okay, they've been here, but due to circumstances they could not carry on with their graduation. So in a way, we are also inconvenienced.
How many customers have you had since this morning? How many students have you helped?
This morning I only helped about 3 students who came by, because we actually, asked people, even though they are so shattered, disappointed, and also feeling down by the fact that they could not carry on with their graduation, because they were supposed to graduate last year. So hearing those news yesterday evening shattered their feelings, so they decided to just come by in case maybe they'll be hearing something different. And as well, we also decided to just come in just in case maybe there'll be some of those who just want to take some pictures though they've graduated, maybe online, stuff like that.
All right, thank you so much. There you hear it from some of the photographers who had to, of course, deal with students who are desperate and, of course, disappointed that their graduation ceremonies had to be cancelled due to the labor dispute that is taking place, and that has, of course, halted all services here at Unisa and shutting down the institution technically. We've heard from Nehawu, the interview that I did an hour ago, where the union saying that they've been locked in engagements with management since this morning, and they're not confident yet that any solution will be tabled to end the impasse, and that of course the management, Unisa management, having a different say completely, saying that they're confident that things will be resolved before end of business today. So we'll have to see will their talks actually lead to a solution that can restore the functions of the institution, and of course make sure that the postponed graduation ceremonies continue as planned, and of course just making sure that students who are left desperate can honor their big days. It's back to you in studio.
Patricia Visagie in Pretoria there for us.